was me, Reggie Bucum, Alonzo.
The podcast is activated, bitch.
All right, but I'm just saying, don't knock it.
Listen, they call me to Muhammad. Of course,
That is why I hit potholes. All right, wait. I had to think about it for a minute. One of the things that grinds me up. Scram, we just standing there like I'm sorry, like we live in fucking Philadelphia.
Like he lost a football game for the team and shit. Like he fumbled at the 4.
You said like Reggie Bucum, like Bucum.
Yeah.
Reggie Bucum.
Welcome to another installment. And I see my man showed up at the last minute, came out the locker room like Bernard King. Ready to win the game for us, baby. It's my man Mont, man. What's going on, baby? What's going on, baby? Well, welcome everybody to the Reggie Bucum Podcast, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in for another installment of the Reggie Bucum Podcast. We hit y'all with a Sunday installment. As you can see, this episode is called Pastor Coach Kirkland. Praise the Lord on this good Sunday afternoon, or whatever, God you pray to. I don't want to be we might say insensitive to anyone else's religious beliefs. You know what I'm saying? But welcome to another installment of the Reggie Bucum Podcast from your boy Meech Castro. That's my man Pete. Yes, and that's him. That's him, bitch.
It's not matching your offense. Offense not matching your defense. Come on down to Pastor Kirkland's Kickboxing Academy.
Defense not matching your offense. Hey, we want to remind everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. And remember to hit that like button. Share the live. If y'all watching on Facebook, we appreciate it. Share the live, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us, man. How y'all doing, man? How y'all week been? It's been an extended week now, so how y'all week been, man? Along with the weekend and everything else.
It's been a lot of itch knee sung cheese.
It's what?
It's been a lot of itch knee sung cheese. Go.
Yo, Ma, we were just talking about what's the joint called? Bigsby, right?
Clayton Big, Clayton.
We talking about Clayton Bigsby, and I brought up a line that's like slept on, and Meech just started cracking up. And it was when he was like Condolangas rice. And he like Condolangas rice sounds like a Mexican dish. Sounds like the Mexicans should put her on a plate and eat her.
Condolangas rice.
Dish.
That shit is hilarious, man. I don't know. They like Chappelle's show, and for that to be 20 years old and still that funny, I think is the reason why that shit is legendary. But Chappelle's show is like that shit got some classic one-liners in that shit.
They got the biggest butts. They think they're the best dancers.
They got the biggest butts.
When the white boy pulled up next to them, when the white kids pulled up next to him in the car, hey, you jungle bunnies, put that music down. He said he called us niggers.
Yeah, it's
they
sweet.
high-fiving and shit. Yeah,
sweet. That shit was hilarious, yo. Right? That shit was too funny. He's like, and as he drove away, what was I forgot his helper's name.
Boogie, nigger.
Yeah, I forgot his fucking helper. I think his name was Jasper. Jasper, those niggas been beating on our truck.
Jasper.
Where'd they go, Jasper?
Jasper,
was like, show us your face. We want to see your face.
Yeah.
You want to see my face?
You want to see my face? Yeah, he was.
No, Jasper.
He's like,
They need to know the truth, Jasper.
Yo, that shit is hilarious. Somebody
Then he kept preaching.
No, but then he kept preaching. But the funny shit, he was like, after this, there's gonna be punch and pie. Not realizing the whole.
That's what I'm saying. He was still moving like he didn't realize, like he don't realize anything. Niggas head exploded, all types of shit was happening.
He said after there's gonna be cookies and punch for everyone at the refreshments table. Like what?
He's like, praise the Lord.
White power. He's like,
White power. That's what it was. White power. Very subtle, like white power.
You Chinese with all your ching chong ching talk.
Cupcakes
Can't understand you. Go back to your country. White power.
White power. Right. White power. It wasn't what he said, it's how he says the delivery of it.
Yeah.
White power.
And the thing is, Dave is so real with his stuff that his delivery is what makes it funny, but really he just be saying some real stuff, bro.
It should just be hilarious.
Oh, can you imagine like Bill Belichick and all right, we held it up. All right, we're gonna run the 54 slam right. White power. And then stop the break. I'm like, wait a minute. That's gonna fuck the whole player. Like, what, did he just say white power?
That nigga just said white power. Yo, I'm about to fuck Bill up.
Right, just walk away like white power.
White power.
That shit is hilarious.
All right, your cookies, boop, 1740. All right, your total is 1745. White power.
You call back like, what'd you say? 1745.
White power.
No, after that.
Right.
What?
I ain't say nothing.
After that, motherfucker, what'd you say?
White power.
Tyrell,
White power.
I'm telling you. What it Quintavious? Is that
It'd be no Don DeMarco's today. White power.
White power.
Replace all Don
Tell you,
DeMarco's.
Quintavious.
White power. Oh, this is my formal apology to Easy the Block Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
Yo,
Apologize.
he killed Hitman Holler, man.
Explain what you apologize for.
You have to prove yourself to me. He's definitely this battle right here. He proved himself to me with this shit here. He killed Hitman. Yeah, man, he killed Hitman, dog.
Yeah,
I get it now.
Yeah,
I get it.
But
we gotta have a watch party one day.
Because it was Hitman or what?
Nah, bro. He just.
I don't know. The battle versus chess with me, I was like, oh yeah, he's like that.
I don't really watch it, so I just like, I mean, he just all this hollering like I can't watch. But now I really watch it. I get it now. He puts it all together at the right time. Like his timing is he has impeccable timing with that shit. He knows what to say, when to say, in the right pockets.
My thing is, how do they remember all that shit?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
God.
Gotta have impeccable memory. Not to mention like the crowd. You stopping because a lot of that shit. You say some hot shit, the crowd gonna react, and you can't. You got.
I mean, you know.
I mean, you clapping hand. What? You slapping niggas' hands.
Pete,
niggas is hype.
Pete know people like that though. Like your cousin Pete was like, them niggas didn't write. Them niggas ain't write anything.
Yeah, my cousin.
You saw that. You saw that. Him and Knox, they ain't write much. And then you see Shank. Shank don't write anything. Right. He's like a damn a hard drive.
Yeah.
You be like June 14th, 1769, and they just spit that rhyme from then. Like damn.
Yep.
That's like Joey Diaz.
How the fuck you remember that?
Yeah.
What you mean?
They have like random access memory. Like you just randomly choose which part of the memory they want to access and shit. That shit is crazy to me. Jay-Z. Like, god damn.
Niggas just have impeccable.
Yep.
Biggie wrote down anything either.
No, I heard the same shit.
Them niggas have impeccable memory, man, and it's just repetition over and over again.
I can't remember a rebuttal in a conversation, so I gotta cut niggas off because if not, I'm gonna forget that shit.
That just reminds
me. They be like, all right, what you were saying? I'm like, forgot.
That just reminded me of that skit in Chappelle where he had the midget boy on the back typing everything. Remember?
The stenographer.
What did I say last night?
Right.
Yeah, the little black midget boy with the little glasses
that,
and shit.
He was gonna be at the club at 7:30. See, nigga, I told you 7:30. And the other dude was like, "Yeah, you right."
You right.
That's hilarious, yo.
I be need that shit for my thoughts
like
though.
Backpack stenographer or some shit like that.
That was when they had to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yo,
wrap that shit up.
Yo, we need another Dave Chappelle-esque type show, man.
Oh man.
They tried to give us that with Key and Peele.
Nah, man. It's not the same.
That nigga Pete almost died just now. You ain't even paying attention. You rolling the herb. The light came down, swung down like Spider-Man, almost hit him in the face.
I told you. Spider-Man never tells regular stories. So the lamp was falling. I slung my web and it went back in the corner.
I was telling Mont earlier.
You gotta go like this and shit. I was like, what? Did like this?
I asked my father-in-law, like, yo, would you be interested in coming on my podcast? He's like, hell yeah. So he wants to come on sometime. So we got to do that.
All right, well, Thursdays he come to bed.
Father-in-law is
We gotta come up with questions for him because
he's old school redneck. Like
he looked like a country Bill Goldberg.
Okay.
He looked like a wilderman.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm assuming he has the beard.
All right. Best way I can describe him for you, Meech. Chewed him.
Yeah.
Chewed him. Like he's like one of them niggas that know everything.
Nah, but
boy, I tell you what.
You out of gas? Listen, take some of this here, quarter pound of this hooch. Get you right to the gas station.
I tell you what.
He got good stories too.
Word, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know what to ask and all that shit, so we can.
I hate Meech. I hate you, Meech.
Man.
I hate you. You talking about something? You knew I didn't show nobody what I was doing, but you seem to know exactly what I was doing.
Oh yeah.
When I missed Pete's haberdashery.
Exhale.
You rolling the herb.
It's time to get high.
It's been that time, nigga.
I don't know why. Them niggas from Bone Thugs came to me just now with that one. I was not thinking about Bone Thugs and Harmony at all. And as soon as you roll it, it's time to get high.
This nigga is conscious.
Just conscious spirit.
This nigga just channeled his inner Busy Bone. What is going on with this guy? The falsetto, what's the one that sing the falsetto too? It's time to get high.
You silly, bro.
It's time to get.
I had to say it how I heard it in my mind.
Why he say it's time to get high?
I had to say it how I heard it.
The whole sentence was in falsetto. It's time to get high.
I had to say it how I heard it, man.
That's what did it for me. It wasn't what he said. It's how he said it. It's time to get high.
The pitch and everything.
That's how I heard it.
Yo, turn on our arpeggio.
Turn him up. What skit was that on Chappelle where he was like, yo, turn me up in my shits?
He
was the rapper boy.
Hey, yo, son, they wanted the deaf boy. Was he a deaf rapper?
His name was Fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Fisticuffs, yeah. Turn me up. Turn them up.
Turn my headphones up.
Turn them.
Where's my
snare? Louder.
Where's my snare?
He was like, turn them louder.
Turn them shits up. That was the name of his song. Turn my headphones up.
Then the beat drop out. He like, oh, nigga, I was about to go, man. Imagine if that was a whole song. Just
time to get high.
That shit stuck in your fucking head. I told you.
I did not mean to say that either. I swear I did not mean to say that, yo.
You're gonna say that for the next 3 days every time you spoke.
Every time.
You're gonna say that to yourself every time. It's time to get high.
As soon as I'll be like this. It's time to get high.
Yeah.
Every time you light the light,
you're gonna be sending us videos from now on. Watch.
Oh my god, man!
You're gonna be sending us videos from now on, different parts of the city, like time to get high.
Time to get high. I'm off work. Time to get.
We gotta find that clip.
But no, Dave gave us a lot.
That don't sound like the main. That just sound like a harmony. It's time to get high, or ad lib.
Ad-lib or background.
Some of this, let's get high. Time to get high.
I forgot what song it was. I just remember at one point in his verse.
That's the Bone and it's the Bone and Biggie.
Oh, it's time to get high.
Exactly, it's Bone and Biggie. It's time to get high. Get high. But it was echo with it.
Bone and Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie.
Get high. Get high. Get high.
I get high. Get high.
It's time to get high. Get
Oh shit! Yeah. But no, Dave had a lot of classy.
Hold on. Let me bless the podcast.
Oh, thank you. Ward off all the evil spirits.
Right.
From watching.
Sage your ass. Sage these motherfuckers out of here.
Get out of here, Satan. Like you give them the color purple.
That's what you do. You like, it's time to get high.
Stage the house.
That's my enchantment. It's time to get high.
Yo, did y'all see that clip I texted y'all? The Donnell Rawlings talking about Michael Jackson dying. Did y'all see that?
No,
I didn't watch it.
Meech, that's the link I sent you. This boy got one of the best takes on that whole thing ever. Like, he's so slept on, man.
Who, Donnell?
Yeah. Like, if
Michael Jackson had a doctor was supposed to watch him sleep, right?
Watch.
Michael Jackson doctor fell asleep while he was watching Mike sleep. Think about it. Magic Johnson probably just left. They had a bucket of chicken. You get 3 guys in a bucket of chicken. I don't know who's going to sleep first. Somebody going to sleep. He was probably watching Michael Jackson monitors.
What?
It started looking like sheep going over a fence. He's like, boop, 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 boop. He fell asleep. He woke up, he heard, I know he freaked out. He probably was like, Michael, are you okay? Are you okay? Michael, are you okay? Are you okay, Michael? Are you breathing? Can you see me? Are you okay, Michael? Michael, are you okay? Are you breathing? Can you see me, Michael? You've been hit.
Can you see me, Michael?
Ooh, double leg. Simone! He probably didn't even do mouth to mouth. He probably just ripped Mike's nose off and just
Rip Mike's nose off.
Oh my God.
If you don't like that joke, take it in the face.
Yeah, oh, you see this joint then.
Take it in the face.
He said dudes on the block was like, yo, you know what happened to Michael Jackson's son? He was like, nah. He's like, he was playing pro football and he fell out there. He's like, nah, the drug is called pro football. He said, yeah, he was playing pro football and died and shit.
I forgot what comedian it was. He said his aunt or his grandma died and she was 98 years old. And one of his cousins was like, no, man, she died. What happened, man? How did she die? He was like, I said the bitch was playing basketball, man. How the fuck you think she died, man? It was old age, nigga. She was 98. The fuck you mean?
Playing basketball?
He said, I said the bitch was playing basketball, crossed somebody over, lost the balance, hit her head. Like, how the fuck you think she died?
This boy, Chris Porter, was like, if I make it to 70, I'm trying some shit.
Who said
like,
that?
At that point.
Who said that?
This one of my favorite comedians, white boy named Chris Porter.
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
like,
if you make it to 70.
Yeah, he was just saying, like, at 70, he's like, oh, he never got to. Nah, he's good. He's good. He got to do everything he wanted, and he tried some cocaine at the end.
I'm gonna tell you.
And he tried.
I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite Chappelle Show skits that nobody talks about for real. I think is classic. Is the dice game on like the ESPN dice game, whatever that he had in the basement of the project.
The World Championship dice game.
That's what made Donnell famous.
Yeah, because he was Ashy Larry.
Yeah,
he had grits and gravy down there. He had Eddie Griffin as grits and gravy.
You want this what?
He said, what about when
you're gonna have to pick? You're gonna have to pick it from him. He's like, okay. He's like, this nigga shot me. But he was Leonard Washington. That's what his name.
Leonard Washington.
His name wasn't Leonard Washington. It was Leonard Washington.
Washington. Like, you want this? You want this what? Huh? You want this what? I'm gonna take it from you. Shot me.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That shit.
He was like, okay. It was subtle as shit. His one leg just buckled a little bit. He just fell back. Ow! Then he's like, I was gonna give it to you. You ain't had to shoot me or some shit like that. Then he stayed there and dragging him away.
He was dragging him off.
I was gonna give it to you. You ain't had to shoot me.
I was going to give it.
Oh, he was just screaming. He's filthy motherfucker. You kind of remind me of when he was dragging himself out as Rick James. What I'm gonna do about my legs?
Oh shit!
What am I doing about my legs?
Yo, who idea was it to like? Yo, man, yo, Dave Chappelle's a fucking genius, man.
He is.
I think you know you're talking to Little Washington. Nigga for nobody.
But nigga for nobody.
You want this roll, nigga?
The roll, that's what it was.
Shoot me. Okay.
Okay. See his leg jump? You see his leg jump? I was gonna give it to you.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh shit!
God damn!
Oh shit!
I was gonna give it to you.
Oh,
Yo, like who I like, you know, my brain worked differently, man. Like, who idea was it to say, all right, Dave, as we beating your legs, we just want you to like throw out insults. He was like, you black motherfucker, midnight, darkness, evil. Right. Like he just was spitting out black jokes as you get your legs.
Nah, and surely that was him, bro. Surely that was him.
It was funny because his leg jumped and he just fell straight back after the nigga took the money out of his hand.
No, what I'm gonna say is I'm a Dave Chappelle fan, but we don't give that white boy Neil enough credit.
Who?
Neil, the white boy Neil.
Oh yeah.
That's his right hand man that wrote a lot of that shit with him.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Neil tried his hand at comedy. He's a better writer than he is a comic.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nobody can take credit for Dave's stand-up though, because that shit is all him.
Yo,
a lot of that shit is written with him. A lot of that shit is written with him.
A lot of that shit is written with Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Even the stand-up stuff?
Yeah, I believe so, bro. Yep.
Ah, okay.
That's his man.
Even look at Eddie's shit. Eddie's shit got Paul Mooney and shit like that in the credits.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Dave though.
Yeah,
but you gotta always think about it. It goes back to ghostwriters. It's not about what's being written; it's delivery and who's delivering it.
Right?
You got to deliver it the right way.
Right, man. Like it matters. Look, as Drake got. Be honest, you at the point where you're gonna have people writing shit for you.
Yeah.
And it's all about that delivery. If you know the industry, you know that's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when you become a machine like that. Like when you got to keep pumping music out, you become a machine like that. Come on.
Yeah, because even Timbaland at one point had a room full of programmers just making beats all day.
Bro, all the big producers we knew growing up had that shit. You know that.
Yep.
Jermaine Dupri, all them niggas, bro.
Yeah, that's how Scott got his start, because he was doing that with a bunch of people and ended up with Dre.
Mm-hmm. DJ Khaled, he a producer, but he's an orchestrator.
Yeah,
he got producers and orchestrators.
Right, he got programmers that sit in the room.
Right.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Diddy's an orchestrator. He know what he hear in his head and mind, but he can't just play the shit out.
Right.
Yeah.
Orchestrator.
I mean, look, if you can put it together, get the right people, you know what I mean, work out the kinks as far as paying them what they need and everything else, nigga, put the fucking song together. I don't care.
Yeah.
As a kid growing up, remember they used to see the Jones all the time, Philharmonics.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't see them shits no more, bro.
Hey, Angie.
All that cultural tours and them fucking musical dumps you see all the time. What was the dancing? What's that shit called? The river dancing and all that shit. You don't see none of them shows no more, bro. Them Broadway shows.
At all.
People aren't interested in them like they used to be.
Mm-mm.
But Broadway is still big though in the theatric aspect. Yeah. For people who coming up in like actors and shit, it's still like big.
Tap dancing and Nicholas Brothers and all that shit. Like shit.
Even tap dancing was big in like what's that? The late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Was it Savion Glover kept making appearances in every guy? He was tap dancing in every show that had nothing to do with tap dancing.
Amy Fox show.
Everything.
He was in I think he was in Living Single. Like he was in a couple different shows in the 90s.
Yeah. When that movie came out, it put him on a map, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the last generation that like appreciated the arts. My bad.
Yeah, I will say that.
Because anything you do now is being highlighted now.
Yeah.
But social media is doing all the work for them now. It's not, you don't need that cosign in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Your views are your cosign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. The numbers of the cosign, exactly. What's
Yep.
up, Angie?
So
Yo, I sent
But
you.
you don't need because really they went on those TV shows for exposure, and now with social media you don't need television for exposure, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
social media is the television.
You heard about the shit with Don Lemon trying to play Rogan, and Rogan dropped one line on him and left it alone.
What?
He was basically, it was some shit about when he took the ibuprofen or whatever he was for his COVID,
You're right.
and how they were trying to say, oh, this is veterinary stuff. Well, Rogan came at him with facts, and he was like, shut up, you dumb motherfucker. He's like, first of all, my viewership is 20 times more than yours, like for real. He's telling him, like, bro, my viewership is way more than yours. There's nothing you could ever do to talk shit about me to make anybody stop being, you know what I mean? And it's true. Like, this boy got more power just being on Spotify than Fox News does.
I learned something about you doing this podcast. I pledge allegiance to Joe Rogan and United States of Rogan.
Yeah.
I love
You love Joe Rogan.
I do love.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I've learned that.
Yeah, I do love the podcast.
That's your guy.
I definitely do, for sure.
Rogan is your guy.
Rogan is my guy. I don't agree with everything he says. Sometimes I'm like, bro, come on, but yeah. And I like I like how he has a lot of different people on it. It ain't just comics. He got the guys that are doing all the Egypt shit and dealing with the pyramids and all that.
I love Joe Rogan podcast. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it from a hating standpoint.
No, I got you. And y'all
I like
know,
Joe.
Yeah.
I like Joe.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I don't mean I agree with everything he says, but I like Joe.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, speaking of Joe, my man got this Philippine coffee.
Filipino coffee.
Bro, I ain't tasted nothing this fucking gorgeous in my life, man.
Filipino
Coffee?
Man, listen, you just put like 2 scoops in a cup with some water, put that shit in the microwave, nigga. Listen, you just saw my joke. My bad. I was just thinking about that.
It's not coffee
Chill.
better for you.
Stop, man. Stop, Pacquiao.
To somebody who
You sound like Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao about to fight again, man. What is going on? Yeah, man. He tripping, bro. He is tripping, man.
He need to go sit down, bro.
He
Pacquiao,
is tripping, man.
He needs to get out of that refugee mentality where they gotta keep like you made it, especially in the Philippines. Your money is worth nothing. He should be rich 18 times over.
I think he's a case of overinvesting.
What's the topic, Angie? She said she got an important topic she wants us to discuss.
What's up?
What's the topic? Hell, we can send you the link if you're presentable. You can come on here and talk about it yourself.
You ain't got a camera on if you don't want to. I think he's a product of overinvesting. A lot of them athletes be overinvested in their country.
Yeah, he's also giving away millions of dollars to the Catholic Church in his country.
Like, look at Usain Bolt. He just got caught up in some shit with some scandal, some shit. He got caught up losing millions or something like that. They just overinvest in their country and then get fucked over.
They saying that man lost his whole, like, every penny.
Yep.
Every piece of liquid cash he had is gone. That's sad.
Who?
Usain Bolt.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made a bad
investment. He invested all that money into Jamaica and lost it like that?
He lost
scams.
Like $20 million. Yeah, like every bit of liquid cash he had is gone.
Jesus Christ.
They saying Akon too. It was like the Akon City shit. They saying all this over there just a box in the middle of the fucking sand. Like it's just
box.
A box. That's it. It's just been a box there for like the last 2-3 years. They were saying.
That's crazy.
So they said they dropped the box off and that was it.
The power, like the power generation.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. Look at
all. I thought she wanted to talk about something serious. Look what the hell she said. She want to talk about the fact that Chocolate Baldy been slacking and she ain't heard her theme song lately.
Oh, nah, that's because Meech is in control right now.
Yeah, Meech is the pilot.
I told you I might was taking some time off, so I had to take control.
I'm Tennille. He's captain.
Yo, are y'all willing to let? So the quick question. I meant to put this in the topic. Angie, you could respond too. Is there anything you're willing to let go of in the heat of a moment? Like if you were a shorty, like is there anything that normally you'd be like, can't do it, that you would let go of in the heat of the moment?
What do you mean though? Like anything like you got to be more specific than
anything,
that.
she get her clothes off and something don't look right, like would there be enough? Like, would there be anything that you would let go, or you would just be like, nah, I'm good?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the weirdest encounter that I had with a female.
In Germany.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Scheiße.
But she was an American, so
Okay.
I think I told her on the podcast before, which like she didn't have no nipples.
No.
I never told that story.
You ever tell that? I ain't never heard that.
Hey, you know, I damn sure he never. I've been his friend for a while now. I've never heard the story. I would have forced this one.
Let's go.
So, my man comes to me, man. He's like, yo, man, I want you to come on this 2-man with me, man. I got these girls. They brand new to the base. They like 19, 20. They just joined the army or whatever, right?
Like a cow that don't give milk. What kind of shit is that? You can't breastfeed. It's weird shit. That's why. I'm out of here.
He had the white girl, and the other girl was a black chick. So she was slim, cute chick or whatever. So I started talking to her, got her to come back to my room with me, and I had a roommate, but he was asleep. Like, you know what I mean? Pretend he not even there. I hopped in the shower. She got in the shower with me. So she got in, she had her back turned to me. Right? So I'm looking at her shape. I'm like, okay, she had a nice little butt on her, you know what I mean? I'm about to tear this up. You know what I'm saying? So she turned around, but I never paid it no mind. Like, I don't know if I was like, I don't know. I just didn't pay it no mind. So, because she had a nice body on her. So I was just, you know what I mean? So anyway, we got out the shower. I dried off. I went, got in the bed or whatever. She came and got in the bed. So we doing it or whatever. My roommate got up and he was like, I remember he was complaining, white boy. He was like, oh man, are you over there fucking, bro? He was like, again with this shit, bro?
Oh man.
Come on, man. I could have stayed in Dahmer's room, bro. You could have told me, man. So he ended up getting up and going to like one of our other friends' room or whatever.
Dahmer's room.
Yeah. Dahmer had his own room. He had a couch. Like you could sleep on the couch or whatever. So anyway, he left. So I turned the lights on because I'm the type I don't give a fuck. I always been this way. I like to fuck with the lights on. You know what I mean? So
this nigga like to look at what he eating.
Yeah. So
who wants to eat their food in the dark?
Right. That's what I just never understood that. But anywho, I mean, turn the lights on, I'm hitting that thing or whatever. And I just happened to look up like a couple strokes in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna play with some titty action. You know what I mean? So you go up there and I'm reaching up there, I grab and get a nice handful of titty. And on the end, you know how like a fat kid, like a fat little boy, instead of his nipple being there, it's just like a slit, like a little fold, like a little
like
fold
an
and shit.
joint.
Yeah, like it's just like a little fold and shit.
She got a dimple. A dimple.
Yeah, like this right here, like a little fold in it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dimple.
Yeah.
Right. I looked up and that's what she had, 2 of those. So I was like, oh shit. So now, right, it comes a decision needs to be made in my mind. Right?
He's already there.
No, decisions, yeah, but it's like, do you keep stroking? Or do
you there already? You already.
Let me tell you, listen.
Do the thick of it.
Yams was good.
That's what I said. What did the third think about?
Yams was good, man. I tore her ass up. Never talked to her again. Long story short, she ended up marrying another one of the dudes I was friends with in the army.
Oh.
She ended up marrying this dude, and I think they had kids. And I always like was in my mind like, did her shits ever develop, or like how the fuck did she nurse it? Did they had to go get canned milk? Like how does this work?
Dang,
you know what I mean?
Did you go to the wedding?
Huh? Nah.
I was gonna say
I haven't seen or communicated with either one of them since Germany. Like he's not one of my friends I've talked to since Germany. I don't know what he's doing or what Roe is doing now or what he's got going or where he is or if they're still together. I don't know.
Yo, I don't get how somebody, because we all know of people that married people that was with they homie at one point. Like, how do you go to somebody's wedding when you know you smash your homie girl? Like, I can't do it.
I don't know. Did any one of y'all ever have that experience?
What?
Like, You ever have one of your homies smash one of your or
Nah,
marry one of your exes?
I couldn't do it. I had a girlfriend all through high school, man. You know who it is, and she got with somebody that was like a best friend of mine. He was a cousin through marriage, and after that, I couldn't. She tried to come back to it, and I couldn't do it.
Oh,
Like, nah, that
that was another adventure. I remember that adventures.
yeah, I was.
Y'all
Like,
went to
for them adventures.
that's Pete. That was one of Pete Wolf's stories right there. He was with the Wolf for a long time over there. I remember that.
yeah,
They
I
was
couldn't
beefing,
do it.
fighting, random fightings and shit, types of shit. Niggas is fucking shop right fighting
Nah,
in random niggas in random spots just fighting.
nah, because look, here's the thing,
You
right?
just in aisle 12
I
rumbling.
told boy, I said, look, bro. I sat him down, said, look, bro, just be real. Just like, there's plenty of girls out here. I'm running around with girls all the time. Like, just be real with me and tell me, yo, I like her. It is what it is, and it's cool. Like, this is about you lying to me. I'm supposed to be your friend, like your best friend. Like, don't lie to me. Just tell me, yeah, you like her, so that I know. You know what I'm saying? We can keep it moving. And he kept lying to me. So eventually I had to step to him. Cause I'm like, bro, you a snake boy. Like, you will fold under questioning. You can't even be honest with me about a young John. You know what I mean? So that was it. It was just somebody that he was my friend for a long time, but I couldn't do it. And then she tried to come back years later, and I was like,
That was the problem. That was what the problem stemmed from. We talking about the adventures of said problem.
oh, the adventures, yeah.
That's not it. You just giving the why you giving the point of why the adventures happen. We want to know the adventures, not why the adventures
Why
happen.
though? You still need the why though. I love it.
Nah,
Angie said if their hygiene is bad, she can't do it.
yeah, I couldn't do it. I have had that happen. That's what I've had happen. Where I'm just like, ooh.
I think all of us have had that happen. I had that happen with a female before too. I had to make something up, text my homeboy, get him to call me and shit, act like I gotta go somewhere.
I
Had
know
to drop
people
her
who
back
have
off.
ignored that.
Oh,
I can't ignore it, bro.
what are you laughing at?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just
He think about old Joe. He think about me and the old Joe.
no. What you talking about?
No, because the situation I had, it was like she was at my crib and I had to like get rid of her because once the pants dropped, it was like, whoa. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Whoa. Like that's it wasn't like
you heard. All you heard was plant.
that's how bad it
Gold
was.
Medina.
That's how it was, man. As soon as I pulled the pants down, it was like, wow, thing.
Plant.
God.
Couldn't do
Like
it.
that shit was horrible, bro. Like I couldn't do it. I had to get her out of there. Make something up, dropped her off real quick. Never called her again. And then she's god sisters with one of my cousins. So I see her every now and then. And now she got like 2 kids. She was last time I saw her, she was about to get married. And I was like, damn, I wonder if her husband know that thing's still funky. Well, apparently he do. They got 2.
Maybe
Like,
maybe
she got it together.
Maybe you made her completely change her life around.
I don't know. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'm responsible for her finding love out there, man. But if so, I'm happy I could do that for somebody, man. Help them find true happiness, man.
Dr.
I think I told Meech this shit.
Or maybe he's the tone to her look. Maybe they both funky. Maybe they both funky. I don't know.
He's the code to her Medina.
Yeah. For sure. I don't know. Like that shit is that shit.
Give it up for
was,
Cole Medina.
I understand.
That's a fire name. That's a fire name for a group, Cole Medina.
I can understand if it's like a little wing, like okay, you know, you've been go ahead in the bathroom, go ahead wash up. You've been outside, you've been at work all day, you something like that. But when that shit was like, whoa, like that when somebody put a in front of something, that adds emphasis on how bad that shit smell like. Oh,
When you gotta pronounce the
Ooh.
H.
The halitosis H's.
What? That's when you knew Bruce Lee was real mad when like that shit was, oh my god. Like,
I've been around people. Yeah, I've been around people with halitosis.
Felt so disrespected.
Bro,
Yo,
that shit is
It's bad.
you
determined. That's a determined smell, bro.
You know what's a torturous thing to do, and nobody ever does it. Like nobody ever thinks it's torturous. Like for real. Like when you think of torture, you think of jumper cables or breaking somebody's kneecaps or whatever. Pulling teeth. Nobody ever think of this shit. You at an event where you can't yell. Say you at a funeral or an award ceremony, something like that, where you can't be loud. And somebody lean over to you and whisper to you, and they whisper think.
Oh,
I got a question. I got a question. I got a question.
Tears coming out your eyes. Going, I
got a question.
What?
All right, this is your whole career, your whole lifetime, your whole career. All right. What was the longest you ever went without taking a shower?
I know exact. I got the exact answer for you.
Without taking a shower?
Yeah, I mean your whole career.
Right, my
as
whole
coming
life.
up. As boy, we've got to learn hygiene late as boy. You know what I'm saying? We can get away with certain shit sometimes. So that's why I'm asking, what was the longest you ever went in your whole career? Like 12, from like 12 on.
The longest, yeah.
The longest I went without.
Oh man, I made myself laugh.
Probably 2.5 weeks.
Damn, I thought I was bad. Oh shit!
No, I was military.
Obviously, that don't count. That don't count, bro.
Oh, so you said life. That's what
no,
I'm saying.
No. That was involuntary.
Just regular.
That was involuntary manslaughter. We talking about voluntary. We talking about voluntary manslaughter.
Oh, I probably went a good, probably 3-4 days just in the crib though, because I was like, I ain't going nowhere. It was one of them snow years, like where you was in the crib. I was playing video games 24/7.
All right.
I didn't brush my teeth, wash my ass, nothing. It was just video games, something to eat.
Right. It was cold as shit. Right.
It's like you wasn't going nowhere.
You go outside, you think we ain't breaking sweat. You come back in the house,
freezing.
Yeah. I think I went like maybe like a week, maybe.
Ain't too bad.
Listen, yeah.
Okay, that's gamer stuff right there.
All right.
Yeah, I knew. Listen, I'm laughing because I knew it was time for me to take a shower, right? Because I had like. I went in the room one day. I looked at my bed. It was like my body shape in the bed. It was like dirt. I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's time for me to take it back." It looked like I was still laying in the bed. I was like, "Oh yeah, the head bark on the pillow, the body." I was like, "Oh yeah."
I ain't washed the sheets.
Bro, wow.
I knew it was time. Shit. I knew it was time when I walked past. I walked out the kitchen. It was like kitchen, dining room, living room. That's how my house was set up. And then the stairs in the living room. So I walked past my mom with something to eat, and I was going back upstairs to my room to eat it and play video games. And my mom was like, "Now that don't make no damn sense for your walk by to stink. Get your ass out."
You breeze. You had a bad breeze.
She said, "Your walk by stink, mother. Get your nasty ass." And just because we snowed in, don't mean like I remember she went off for like 20 minutes on how I stink, and then she started talking about my brother and my stepbrother, and she was just complaining. But then that went into some other shit. She started bitching at my aunt about some shit. Then dishes always in the sink, and you know what? But this gonna be a cleaning day, and like that shit just like it just tornadoed into a whole bunch of other shit. The snowball got bigger and bigger as it rolled down the hill. Like
your breeze was that bad, it sparked the cleaning day. God,
it sparked everybody getting in trouble. And I remember my brother was mad at me.
Cleaning day.
I remember my stepfather was mad at me. My mom was mad at me, of course.
Get all this shit cleaned up, you stinking motherfucker. Get that fucking whole house from the basement to the roof, motherfucker.
The whole house, like we cleaned the basement, the living room, the dining room, kitchen, and then our room. And then it was like 3-4 o'clock. Everybody was finished cleaning, and then we just went back to eating again. But nothing started until I got in the shower. So no cleaning and none of that started till I got in the shower first.
Oh my gosh!
This nigga Meech knocking on the neighbor's door. My mom's tripping and shit. She want me to sweep the second floor with the walls in the way. You think you mind if I?
You want me to take a shower, man? Like what? Get your ass in the water. Then the fucked up part was when I took my drawers
tripping
off,
and shit.
When I took my drawers and my wife beater off that I had on for like the 3 days straight or 4 days straight, whatever it was.
Them Jones was crunchy.
I took them off and left them on the bathroom floor. When I came back, when I got out the shower, I didn't see him no more. I just saw a fresh pair of boxers and some wife beaters. I'm like, where the fuck did my shit go? So I'm thinking, okay, she took them. I'm like, all right, my mom took them Jones and put them in the dirty clothes in the basement.
Trash.
I went to later on after we started cleaning, and I went to dump the dustpan into the trash can. I saw my boxes and wife beaters inside of a ShopRite bag, inside not a ShopRite, a Pathmark bag.
She was like,
inside of a Pathmark bag, inside the trash can.
You can bring us back, man. Just bring us back upstairs, man. Listen, he had a triple double with us on.
I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Is that bad?" She had to just throw them away. Like she didn't even want to wash them with the rest of the clothes. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I ain't telling my brothers and my aunt. They was already mad at me. Now they gonna crack jokes all day.
That's your drawers looking up from the trash can.
What? Like
this is come get us, man.
Get us, man.
You had a triple double with us doing last week, man. Come on, man.
And that's what I was doing, playing NBA Live. I was playing Madden. I was playing.
We secured all those piss stains for 3 days, man.
We had a good 3-day run,
man. Come on, man. You gonna do this to me, man.
What it was.
Oh, you your brother's keeper.
It started on Friday night after school because everybody had left, right? Everybody had left. My aunt went to my other aunt's house. My brother went to his dad's house. I'm the only one home. And then, my parents. So I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm not bothering them. They're not bothering me.
Just funking around.
Right. So Saturday, Sunday, she ain't saying nothing about no church. Saturday and Sunday, we just loafing around. Then Sunday night come, the Weather Channel talking about snow and all this stuff. So my mom went and got everybody, brought them home. Because if they're gonna go to school, they're gonna go to school from the house or they're gonna get snowed in or whatever. So anyway, everybody came home Sunday night, just chilling. Monday, we got snowed in. Monday night or Monday morning, like 11 o'clock, she got fed up when I walked past her. And that was it. The whole house.
Everybody had to pay for your sins.
Everybody had to pay for his stench. The stench of our father, motherfucker.
It was hilarious, yo.
Our father who fart in heaven, motherfucker.
Yo, I was so embarrassed, my nigga. I just closed the trash can lid.
Oh man.
Oh my god!
I just closed the trash can. Yeah, I just closed the trash can lid. What do you say? Like, oh, who threw my drawers away? I know who the fuck threw my drawers away.
You didn't get them back?
These Mary projects.
No, I threw them away.
Legend Ashy Larry.
He showed the muscle.
Ashy Larry, Marcy Projects, Marcy what?
That's all I wanted to see right there. That nigga he blew the dice and dust came out. Yo, if that's
Marcy Projects.
Marcy, son, what? Yo, he blew the dice and dust came out. That's hilarious, yo. Oh my goodness. Yo,
Marcy, son, what?
Yo, back him.
Yo, I sent you a clip while Mont come back. Play the clip of this white boy I just sent you.
I got you.
He talking about he making a good point. He talking about it's the same thing I was just asking about, like you be willing to let shit go like in the heat of the moment. Just play like 1 minute of it.
Example of shit you'll let go in the heat of the moment. 9 years ago, I was making out with a large-breasted woman in Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Things escalated. She allowed me to take off her shirt, so I did. I removed her shirt. It revealed that at some point earlier in her lifetime, she had been in what I would consider a very significant knife fight. And from what I could surmise from the scars that I saw, at best, it was a draw. Yeah, because this chick got lit up.
At best.
Like, it wasn't one or two. It was just like stabby, stabby, stabs. Like, if I was her coach, I'd be like, we need to work on your bobbing and your weaving. Because You're just standing there.
You're just standing there.
In the heat of the moment, I didn't give two shits. Took a look at her. I was like, oh, fuck, you've been stabbed. You're about to get stabbed again. Let's do that.
You're about to get stabbed again. Let's do this. But that
That's
whole story
hilarious.
he tells is funny as shit. Dude is funny. I actually sent Mont I'd sent Mont a link, and I told him that boy was gonna be in town. My friend Rennie, the hanger, the shoulder boy, he ended up going with his wife, and he hit me back like the moment they left, and he's like, "Bro, that's probably the best $90 I've spent in years." He said his face was in pain from laughing so hard. Yeah. So we've seen that guy 3 times here in Nashville at this place called Zany's. And dude, last time we saw him, no, the second time we saw him, it was a lady there. It was like a big party. And but she was being like trying to talk to him while he was, you know what I'm saying? So he
trying to perform.
He just was like, "Hey, how about you just fucking talk to me after the show? Like, shut the fuck up. There's a bunch of people in here spent all this money, you know, so everybody's cracking up." So he ends up being like, "All right, you know, well, fuck it, I'll entertain you for a few minutes." So he's like, "Why are you here?" And it was her father's 85th birthday. This old guy sitting at the table with them. So he's like, "Oh yeah, happy birthday, this and that." And he's like, "All right, now, you know, at the end of the show, I'm outside selling, you know, t-shirts, so talk to me then."
Right.
So she starts back up like a few minutes later. He said, "But I got to tell you again, lady, I'm going to light your ass up, and then I'm kicking you and your old ass father out." Just like that. Bro, 5 minutes later, he's kicking her out, but he lit her up. It was like 10 people at the table, bro, including the old man. From the moment they stood up, in the 5 minutes that it took to get them out the door, bro, he was just off the chain, going off on her, bro, fucking her up.
Why'd he kick her out?
Because she kept like talking at him while he was working, like while he was doing his bits, and he told her twice, like, "Hey, again, I don't, you know what I'm saying, like, can you chill? Is people spend money to get in?" And the lady that was sitting right in the front, he said, "Ma'am, how much money did you spend?" She's like, "The ticket was $40 and the food is $20. He's like, "All right, $60. And he's like, "All right, you got one bitch in the room that definitely wants to fuck you up right now."
I got $60.
He said, "This lady right here spent $60. Everybody in here spent $60. And then some of these guys in here with their girls, they spend at least $120, $130. You got a whole room full of people getting ready to tell you two." He went like that, two, and put his hands up, and everybody went, "Shut the fuck up." Like the whole room.
That's embarrassing.
Nah, boys, he's next level though.
To be with somebody like that, like, that's
well,
some embarrassing shit.
When I saw Epps, I saw Epps at Zany's. This was right when right after he did that stand up, the one where he got the blue shirt on. Remember when that like where he like
that's one of the best ones.
Yeah, that's his best one. To me, is his best one. But right before he did that special, he was doing the circuits. He was hitting all the small clubs, working out that material. So I got to see him here. And it was a boy drunk as shit right in the front row. Black boy with a white lady. But this is like an older black guy, Southern. He had an accent the whole nine, doing the same shit. Yo, Epps lit. Bro, for 10 minutes, you couldn't hear anything, bro, but laughter. 10 minutes, just going off on him. He called the boy, what the fuck did he call him? Oh, and the thing is, the dude just looked just like this dude. So he looked down and he said, he told the dude, he was like, "That's your woman right there?" He said, "This your man?" The lady was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I know you wasn't here with no black girl, because the black girl would have been told you to shut the fuck up." And I started laughing. And then the dude said something else, and he was like, "Tony Dorsett." Dude, he called him Tony Dorsett, and the whole room went up in flames, bro. And then from there, like, once he saw, you could see it in his face, he called him Tony Dorsett. The whole room started laughing, and then he just went in, bro. Bang, 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 for like,
yeah, because he can't. That Mike Epps is the type of comedian though that will crack. It's comedians that are only like storytelling funny, and then the comedians that will crack jokes on you and just like, you know, your cousin from down the street funny. Yeah. Like Mike Epps is
like
one of them
on
niggas.
The block shit. Yeah, like it was like funny like that. And the people that I went with was these white boys from up here, and I was explaining to them after the show, like, yo, That's some shit on the block, like at 10 o'clock at night in the summer. You know what I mean? Snapping on each other.
Yeah.
Cause they were like, yo, how was he?
No,
so
it's
fast with the
not,
kicks?
man. It's not, man.
Bro, I'm
It's
telling you.
no, it's not, man. Listen, I'll give you a prime example. Okay.
All right.
Now, you know I love comedy shit.
Right.
You gotta watch Roast Me. Like
Oh,
it's niggas that's funny on the internet, but when they get in that pressure cooker where you got to be funny on the spot,
They can't be.
that's what I'm saying. So that
Okay.
it's these are pressure comedians. Like they react well under pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like the
right.
jokes they get hit with don't affect their comebacks.
Right.
Did
Like
we
Chico
ever-
Bean. And all them niggas from 85 South, like you can't roast them because they just okay, that's funny. But what about and they just bomb you with like 3-4 jokes and then they hit you trying to come up with one joke and they just boom bomb just bombing on you. Pause.
Right. Well,
Did
that's
we
like
ever
you.
did we ever introduce our audience to the Craig Smith and Roast?
Nah, never.
You know?
I've
All
seen
right.
I've seen
We're
it.
gonna do that this
But that's
episode.
like you, Mont. That's like, for instance, you don't have stand-up chops because you don't practice it. But
Play a few
definitely,
minutes
if it
of
was
that
a roast situation, I'm putting my money on you.
You could back in the day, and I'm washed up at this point in my life.
Nah.
Right?
No, you are not washed.
Nah,
You crazy, dog.
You are
I'm
not
washed.
Bill. You are not Bill Walsh out here, man.
nah.
I know what it feels like when Iverson says this is my last game.
You are not washed out here, man.
You not washed. Nah.
No. All it takes is somebody to really get Demont, and
That's not the truth. That's
Back
not
in-
true.
Yo, I call him one day. I
Back
called
in
him
the
one
game.
day on FaceTime, and I was
Man, I'm
like, yo,
43, man. I'm old. I'm washed. Look at this shit. Look at this shit,
nah,
man.
that don't mean
Look at that.
Yeah,
I got my Gandalf
I got
gray going and shit, man.
That's experience.
Fucking wizard now. Look, I got my wizardry fucking
You let
badge.
niggas know your jokes.
My
Your jokes.
wizardry badge. I can go to Hogwarts now. I'm free entry to Hogwarts. I'm going to Hogwarts.
You got OG jokes, man.
Nah, but that shit with Epps, it was. I'm telling you, bro, it wasn't no professional shit. Like you could.
He just
tell
got booked.
He went back to Indiana on the board and was
Mike
like,
Epps.
roasting the
Got
shit
locked
out.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a gun in the airport,
at the airport. Yep.
You one of them dumb motherfuckers too.
which is weird because
Nah.
the way he talk nowadays, you wouldn't imagine him to be like that.
See, you don't carry guns.
No, I want to be somebody like that.
It probably
Yeah,
was
I would want a
accidental.
gun on me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know how I mean,
Yeah.
bro? I left my gun in my work car. I'm like,
It's a way. The reason why I say that, if your gun is legal, it's a way to travel with your gun.
you're missing it. No, you're missing it, bro. You're missing it, bro. Like if once you start carrying consistently, bro, when you don't have it, bro, you're like, oh shit, or what did I do with it, or did I put it? Did I make sure? Like it's always. So I can see him forgetting that shit, bro. Like I've left my shit in the car before, like, oh shit, it's in the car. Oh wait a minute,
I went through the airport one time with a knife in my back pocket because I carry knives.
Mhm.
So that
But
has happened.
that's because you carry that shit all the time.
Yeah.
So it's to you, it's just second nature. It's second nature. It's like, oh, it's supposed to be here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Typical.
So if that's the case, I hope he can beat that because
He
that's
will.
a serious. Take a gun into an airport.
He
Because
will.
I always got my gun on me, so it's like, okay, I know I got it. So when I don't got it, I'm like, oh shit, I always got it. Where the fuck is it? Like, oh fuck. Next you know, I'm in the airport.
Like your keys or your phone. Right?
It's in your bag. You don't even realize it's like, oh shit, it's in my bag. But I always got it in my bag because I'm always driving around, moving around and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're not thinking about that, right?
Yeah. You just got to try to remember. I know it's like your keys.
I did it with Tree once. I took like an eighth to St. Martin.
By
Accidentally. I found it when I got back unpacking my bags. That's the crazy part.
So you didn't even know you had it there, and then you brought it back.
Yep.
And
I
then
went to Puerto Rico, St. Martin, St. Lucia's, back to Puerto Rico, then came back to Philly. Unpacked my bags and was like, yes.
Great job, TSA. You're there for a reason. I hate them motherfuckers.
That nigga's a warlock. He's got some herbs in there for his witchcraft.
Yeah.
So right now, I want to
introduce. With a knife in my pocket.
I want to introduce our audience and Peter,
Peter,
monsieur,
Peter.
to me and my homie, Mr. Craig Schmear.
I got a new homie on here now, though, bro.
Hold up.
Bucum.
Body magic on his arm.
Hold up. I love Bucum, by the way. We gonna get into
Bucum.
that.
Hey, Doughboy take shots of insulin at the club. You shit candy still in the wrapper.
That's Craig. Craig is the light-skinned dude.
Not him. That's Red.
Not soggy, nigga.
Hey,
Nigga got titty moisture on his stomach. So here you smoke. Nigga, Doughboy got gum disease. This nigga Craig was born a stepfather. I was raised in Key. Nigga Red look like an Arctic Chucky. That nigga Jamar looked syndromic. That nigga
Syndromic.
take baths with his mouth open.
He take back with his mouth open.
You say what? He said your hair about to cough. Nigga, shut your bitch on the grill built ass up. You knew them sides of the word. I can tell by the CP bottom lip that his tongue is probably dead.
One more joke.
That
We
nigga
got
T
it.
Murph arm so little he can only do ankle sock puppets. Hey, Tony Mouth look like he only eat raw meat. Try again. They found pig blood in Doughboy's drug test.
Pig blood. I just watched the joint with Corey Holcomb was over there. And the nigga he just talked about the pig's blood. He was this nigga got the phone going. Why did I just see that? He was like, God made me leave my phone in the back.
They found pig blood in Doughboy's drug test.
Yeah. And the funny part is, Corey Holcomb, he be telling the truth about shit.
Right.
The whole entire time he kept like tugging his shirt, making sure his whatever was going on wasn't showing the whole entire time. He said, look how he got out the seat. Like he slid out the seat sideways and shit. He said, we already know you got a fucking thong on, nigga. Just get out the seat.
Oh shit.
Mont, what's the name of that channel you just put me on to with the boy do the reviews?
Oh,
I just watched the
man.
belly one.
Prim Hood Cinema, Meech. Listen,
Meech.
I promise you, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, he got like 50 videos. I watched them all in one day. I start my work day off by watching one every day.
Dude is funny for sure.
He has a very dry sense of humor.
Yeah, the belly joint was good.
But I see what his format is. I was listening to his podcast. He was breaking it down how he do it. He'll watch the movies and just write the jokes out. So that's why when you listen to him, Pete, he has like a dry delivery because he already watched this shit.
Right.
But he know he funny.
Yeah. I saw the Tupac joint too.
Right.
And fake Jada Pinkett, what the fuck was she talking about with the his voice is like that.
Put it this way, Meech. The nigga, every time like Queen Latifah, they just set it off, right?
Your life stinks. Sit your ass down. Sit your poor ass down.
Hey man, fuck that. This gotta be said on everything I love. This nigga got on a thong.
On everything I love, this nigga got on a thong.
He had to be telling the truth, bro.
Oh my God.
He said on everything I love.
On everything I love.
He said, God made me leave my phone in the back.
Yo, Mont, what was you saying about the set it off shit?
He said,
oh, so in the Hood Prim joint, every time Queen, how every set it off movie, she would break into the car and like throw the CDs out the car to figure out a song she wanted to listen to. Yeah. So every time in the movie, every time she would pick a song, he would play Living Single theme.
Yeah.
Like check it out, check it out. Do what you want.
Every time, bro.
I need to do more.
That's hilarious,
bro. I'm telling you, you gotta watch that shit. That shit is fucking funny.
Boy, it's funny for sure.
Oh my God.
Did
Did
y'all see Chris Rock's new special yet?
No.
I watched it.
How was it?
Meech.
It was typical Chris Rock. Like it was had some funny moments, and it'd be like, you'll laugh a little bit. But
was a lot of that.
It wasn't. You'll laugh a little bit in certain moments,
bigger, better,
but it wasn't like Chris Rock was never funny to me where I was like my stomach hurt or like you know when something's real funny to me. Both of y'all know, the people who watch us, they know when something's real funny to me how I laugh. I've never laughed like that watching Chris Rock stand up.
It wasn't as good as like.
Let me ask you, which Chris Rock was it? Was it what the motherfucker shit?
Yeah, he was
cursing. Or was it the subtle Grammy? I'm just going to get these jokes off.
It was both.
Was it Black Chris Rock or was it Grammy Chris Rock?
It was a little of both because he talked about his life, his daughters,
fuck you want me to do about
things people choose to accept, the cancel culture. He talked about a lot of shit. So it was like, he had the hands, so he had the hands, so he was feeling it at some time. Like,
right.
But he talked about his mom, and you know what I mean.
I saw the main thing, which was the Will Smith shit. It's all over the internet. I saw that aspect of it.
The only thing that made me,
there's two versions of it actually.
The only thing that really stuck out to me, because Chris Rock is like 50 something. So
is he?
Yeah, he's about 50 something. He
got any kids?
He does.
Yeah, he got 2 girls.
Does he? All right, you never hear about them.
Yeah, he talked about him in the special. He talked
about like in the media, like you never hear like, all right, Chris Rock kid.
One of his daughters, one of his daughters is a chef in Paris. She's studying to be a chef in Paris.
Wow.
And the other daughter, I forgot what she's doing, but they're both with his ex-wife. The only thing that really stuck out to me, besides like the obvious shit, was like he's from. Well, his mom, his parents are from like 15 minutes from where I am now.
From the South, yeah.
They from Andrews, South Carolina, whatever, or Georgetown. But
are you anywhere by with John Morant at Sumter?
Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes from Sumter. I got to go through Sumter to get to Columbia, but he's from Dalzell, which is right next to Sumter.
So why I keep hearing Sumter attached to his name? Is that where he was? Is that where he was when the whole situation happened? I'm sorry for changing the subject, but just
no. Sumter is he lived in a small town called Dalzell, which is right next to Sumter, and Sumter is kind of like a Camden type of city. Like it's kind of big but not big, and it's right next to Columbia, which is the state capital, and it's a bigger city. But Sumter,
so what they saying is that's like
cool in Sumter as well too, though.
They saying that was like the hood. Sumter
got hood parts like any other.
There was some people saying they was justifying why he had the gun because they saying he was in Sumter. They was like it go down in Sumter. They were trying to say
it'll go down in Sumter. It'll go down in Columbia.
That's what somebody was saying. I was reading a couple of comments.
Columbia is right next to Sumter, so you also get in the Columbia gangsters that'll come to Sumter. You got Morris College in Sumter, so you get people that come to Sumter and party on the weekends. Sumter got clubs.
Sumter's like the meeting point. Everybody from everywhere meets at this one point.
No, it's not like a meeting point. It's just a place where that's optional. You can go. You know what I mean? Where you want to go tonight? You want to go party in Sumter? They got this party in Sumter. You want to go to Sumter? It's like a 20.
But if I'm saying it's a meeting point, it's like it's like we wanted to go out and be out with the people we know to go to South Street. You know what I'm saying? We know to go to this particular spot. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody from everywhere, either Jersey, Philly, whatever, they're gonna be on South Street. You know what I'm saying?
Potential, like everybody can go other places as well. You can go to Columbia, you can go to Florence, you can go to Myrtle Beach and party. You can go to Charleston for the weekend. But Sumter is an option.
Gotcha.
That's not too far.
Which of the option on like rank it like far as like this is the number 1 option, 2 option, 3 option?
Like dangerous, or just?
I mean, if you pick an option, I mean, if it's low on the totem pole, it got to be dangerous.
Oh well, option number 1, if I'm going party, from where I am out of the cities,
just Sumter.
I'll probably do Florence.
So I'm just saying, where does Sumter fall at on the list of like places to go at party?
Around here, Sumter will probably be like from safe to worse, or safe to unsafe. Sumter will probably be like 1 or 2.
From safe to unsafe.
Yeah, because you
unsafe being 10, correct?
Yeah, but like no,
just making sure.
what I'm saying, out of the places here, like, because the unsafe places, the most unsafe places would probably be like North Charleston or Columbia, you know what I mean, or shit like that. So it's like, to me, but you know, like, I'm not really from South Carolina, so I'm pretty sure somebody else from South Carolina might say different. But
does Philly have unsafe spaces?
Yes.
Or it depends on how, or it just depends on how you move in them spaces.
No, it does not matter.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? Like, it does not matter. You can be in the Northeast now. Northeast ain't safe no more. Niggas is getting shot on Frankfurt Avenue. Don't get me wrong. It was happening back then, especially like on the Torresdale side. But niggas is getting shot up in the Northeast, Cotman and Frankfurt, and you know what I mean, Ron and Frankfurt and all that shit, like more common now. That shit's getting crazy. It's more and more shit happening in the Northeast. So it's like, it's really no parts of Philadelphia that's you can go to. Like, yeah, that's the nice part. You'll have to go like outside of Philadelphia. Because even like where I was raised up at, North Philly and Uptown, like up Cheltenham, up Ogontz Avenues, like niggas is getting sprayed up 70-something Ogontz now. It's like in the 90s, it wasn't really like that.
Yeah, you know I'm scatterbrained. Yo, can you imagine can you imagine if he was a fly on the wall where Mike Epps got arrested for that gun?
Oh man, come on, baby. You know that ain't even mine. You know that ain't even mine, baby. Somebody call my lawyers. Somebody call my lawyers. You know it's gonna be in his next stand-up. Like,
he traveling with somebody.
Airport, man. They called him at the airport. Like
he traveling with a style. He traveling with a stylist and shit, and his road manager. Just go stand it. Just go through something about it.
Yeah. Y'all go stand it. Go do
right.
Go call somebody. Go do something. Call my wife.
Go stand it. Right.
I can see that shit, but
oh man, it had to be funny.
The money Mike got, the lawyers. I'm not sure how much Netflix is giving him, but his show is about to go into season 3 with Wanda Sykes and them. True. He got his own television show. Well, not television, but he got his own sitcom. Is doing very well on Netflix. His stand-up does well. He's in movies. He's led in movies, no matter how dumb it is. He was a lead character in movies, and they made sequels to it. The horror movie. What was it? The what he had Mike.
Movie, oh, I know you're talking about.
Black.
Yeah.
So it's like he has good money, and then the skits he do on the side and everything else. Where he was talking about, he was like, I was dropping nickel bags from the roof on pieces of string, and people were just walking by, plucking bags out the sky and shit. That nigga is stupid. But
so how I see it, I see it
being out that day. I see him being out that same day.
How I see it, I ain't worried about that. How I see it is, I'm just thinking about the process of that whole situation. Like, he had to be serious in the beginning, like mad that that the shit is happening. But once he realized the guilt set in, and like, all right, I'm guilty, and this is how it's going down. I think that's when the joke started to come on.
Oh yeah, right. That realization comes.
Yes, like once you're like, all right, I ain't going. This is what it is. All right, I gotta hit him with the jokes now.
Because listen, at the end of the day, I think every comedian does it. Eddie Griffin did it.
Yeah.
He was talking about when he got arrested.
You know, niggas ask for autographs, like, bitch, I'm in the handcuffs and shit.
Right. Yeah, that's what he was like, hey, Eddie, he was like, hey,
nigga, that federal time, he asked for a fucking picture.
Pull over and help nigga out.
Right.
So
that shit had to be funny, man. I wish I was there. They like, Mike, man, I'm sorry, I gotta do this, man. I already hear it, man. Because everybody know who he is.
Huge fan, Mike, man. I love you, man. I love how you put on for the city and everything else, man, but we gotta take you down.
You see the motherfuckers in the corner huddling up. Figured out who the one go break the bad news to you shit.
Right. Everybody texting their baby mom and shit like,
right.
Yo, you ain't gonna believe who we got in the fucking room right now. Who? And Mike Epps.
I'll be like, I tell him. I walk over to him like, yo, Mike, man, big fan, man. Can I get a picture with you, man? You get the picture first. Soften him up, Paul. Oh man, big fan. Thanks, man. I'm gonna send this to my kids. Listen, man, you going to the arrest, man. You what? Yeah, you under arrest. What for? What for? What? You know what for? I ain't gotta tell you.
That's like when he was talking about, you know, your license suspended. Ooh, my shit.
My shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your shit.
Niggas always ask that question.
You knew you was suspended when you got out here.
So I'm doing my shit, and I seen the lights. I didn't know I was in the car chase for about 5 minutes. I'm that high. I seen the lights, and in my head, I'm like, it's Christmas already? They got all these lights and shit. I didn't know till a cop car pulled in front of me and cut me the fuck off and pulled me over. And that's when you try to get sober quick. You like, you know how you do. I got this. All right, let me get this shit off of me. Over there, stash pocket, bow, clap. And you got to pull the wallet out if you a black man. You don't want to get caught reaching. They shoot us. He was reaching for something. Wallet out, ID showing, clap, clap. Window already down. I'm ready for you. Come on, come on. And they be asking more dumbass questions. He's like, would you like to step out of the car? I said, well, since it's a yes or no answer, no, I would not like to step out of the car. Right. That's when they snatch little motherfucker out.
That's motherfucker out.
Then they try to make you do the gymnastic competition. You know, walk a straight line. I say, hey, hold up, man. I ain't in the Olympics. He's like, Eddie, so you're saying you're drunk? I said, no.
I just want to get to the funny
I'm
part.
fucked up. That's why I thought I was going straight. I said, well, what the fuck is it then? He said, I was wondering if I could take a picture with you for my son and the kids. I said, motherfucker, you let a nigga go, we can take pictures all night. That's when they said, click, click. Now they sat my black ass on the curb. Son,
I want to get to
like, hey, what up?
Like, he got a good Michael Jackson impersonation too.
Yeah, he's real good.
You know,
Tammy Davis.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can't get comfortable shit.
I just wanted to see the part. This part.
I'm so fucked up. I'm still clowning. It was a white dude and a fat female white cop. And I'm sitting in the back. I looked at her fat, funky ass. Y'all know my mouth. Some people can edit. It just fly out. I looked at her ass, nigga. I said, shit, I ain't never seen a police uniform with stretch marks on it. Her partner is sitting behind her. He's like, this motherfucker is crazy for real.
Oh, man. Could you imagine getting dropped off at the airport and as you getting your bag and going inside, they bringing Mike Epps out and handcuffs him?
You're like, oh, they got Mike. Damn, Mike, hold your head, Mike.
They got you, Day.
But look, before we get out of here with this,
listen.
What?
I had one situation. You was talking about the topic earlier.
Why you look up like he was looking at Pete above you?
No.
Like this some Brady Bunch shit.
I think I told you this story. The girl he hooked me up with, she was from New York.
You talking about me or Pete?
I'm talking to you. I think I told you this story. She was mad. My man from my job.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I got somebody. I'm like, all right, cool. Put me on. Straight from the Bronx.
BXB.
Swear to God, the whole time, bro.
She was aggressive as fuck, wasn't she?
Listen, the whole time, I couldn't get it up. I couldn't do nothing, bro. It was your son.
My shit is mad moist, son.
It was like she's like, I'm about to get comfortable. Word 2. I was like,
she was talking like that.
Yo, bro, it was just stick.
About to get comfortable. Word 2. Word to mother. I'm about to get comfortable.
It was real manly and aggressive type verb.
You mind if I take my dogs off?
The whole time, bro. So I got the piano on the desk and music. I'm like,
she started making beats and shit.
She's like, yo, God, come on, son. And I'm like, just come get comfortable, man. Get man comfortable with me. I'm like,
yo, it was in reverse. You were the female in that situation.
I felt violated. I said, listen.
He had to talk you into like, yo, come here, man. You want a massage?
It was no talking me into it when she slid her panties over the Timberlands. I was done.
You lying?
Nah, dog.
She wanted you to hit.
No,
Wait.
'cause we was
She
kids,
wanted
we'd
you.
have been like,
She
yo,
wanted
it
you
is
to
what it
hit,
is.
and she was gonna keep her Timbs on.
She was on some. She was on some.
She was gonna keep her butters on. While she got.
So so what happened?
I said, yo, my mom called me, man. I gotta get out of here. I got no emergency to take care of.
She told that nigga scared of real pussy. That nigga
Yo,
scared of real pussy.
I had to hear that for about a week from my man and his girl, man.
Did you
He said,
tell
what
him
happened,
why?
man? Yeah, he was like, for real. I was like, bro, I jumped dead serious. He was like, that. I said, super aggressive, my G. Like,
imagine if you would have
super
started
aggressive. You
been
keep making me
up.
kick the fucking thing. Yo, that's funny as shit though.
yo, man, that was crazy.
She'd have been strong arming you for real.
I don't think I would have been able to cause imagine the sex talk. Yeah, you killing this box, dog. Word 2, you killing it. Like, oh man. My shoulder went right down. Like,
Nah.
She'd have been getting hit with a gummy worm.
You know,
That's what it was the whole time. I was like, nah, I'm cool.
I think even
I gotta get out of this.
I think even in my 1920s, I wouldn't have been able to do that one. That's ugh.
I don't know, man. Back then,
Came in a little apartment joint. She's like, damn, son, it's mad cold out there. I was like, man, cold out.
He was like, strike one.
Right. I was like, oh man, it's mad cold out there, son.
That shit was like red flag. One red flag.
I had music going. I had R&B going. I was like, hey, this is not the time for this playlist.
You know, she want to hear. She want to. She want to hear it's dark and hell is hot.
He put the Dixie Chicks on us.
She want to hear it's dark and hell is hot.
I was not doing. He's like, who is it? Me, Mickey. I'm like, oh, you definitely a DMX fan. That's a DMX song, remember?
Yeah.
It's me, Mickey.
He went straight to wide open spaces.
I had Kelly Price going. I had Kelly Price going on and shit. It was like, oh no, but you that.
He was like, Alexa, lights on.
He like,
there was no Alexa. That was no Alexa at the time. That was years ago. That was years ago.
He put the Alizé away and brought out the Hennessy and shit. Like, oh, ain't gonna be needing this.
My little nigga 13, but yeah, no, that was years ago.
Yeah,
so
I'm glad you ain't take that L.
Before we get up out of here,
all right,
y'all got anything y'all want to say before y'all get out of here, man?
Yeah, Thursday.
Watch, you gonna hang up. You gonna hang up. You gonna hang up? Look, he tried to hang up. I got you, bitch. But yeah, Thursday you gonna be in the DR, man. So he should have. He's gonna be in Dominican Republic, doing the show. I saw you look. Yeah. So he should have a good background. He better not come on here with a bullshit background. Go sit by the pool or something. Don't be in DR just showing us your hotel wall. That's gonna piss me off.
Sitting in the creepy chair in the room.
Yeah, man, don't do that, man. But next week, Pete will be in the Dominican Republic with his job. I don't know. I need to go to that fucking high school and work there so I can get a free trip to DR.
You can catch Pete. You can catch Pete on an episode of Impulsive next week. He's gonna be in Puerto Rico. Just the name drop for that nigga.
But we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Reggie Bucum Podcast. Remember to go find our socials on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is Reggie Bucum Podcast. It's Reggie Bucum on Facebook. And everybody that's watching us on YouTube and Facebook, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see y'all on Thursday, man. And before we get out of here, you know what I mean, we like to leave y'all with a little word from my OG, Leonard Washington.
No matter where you come from, you know what I'm saying, or what color your skin is, we all pretty much do the same things in life. Raise our kids, make love from time to time, and wash. Speaking of which, I learned that white people don't use washcloths. Did you know that? I'm serious. They have one bar of soap in the house. Every time I use it, somebody else's pubic hair was in it. So I use the clothes. Why you guys gotta put the raw bar of soap in your butt and all this? I think I need to wash my face or my feet.
So we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We gonna see y'all next week.
Dog, stop barking.
We're gonna see y'all next week, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. And I think next 2 episodes is our last for this season. So y'all be getting a season 4 coming pretty soon. But we'll see y'all. We out of here. Yeah.
White power.
Hey there.